first time my next guest appeared on the stage, she was 5 years old, and that was in 1887. Over 100 stage roles later, she called it quits, capping a distinguished acting career that included Hollywood, New York, and London. Would you welcome this wonderful actress, Estelle Winwood? Miss Winwood, in the second seat in here.
All right.
It's nice to see you. Do you remember that it was Tallulah Bankhead who coaxed you to come on with me the first time?
Well, I've forgotten, darling. I'm quite old and I can't remember everything.
You remember Tallulah?
Of course, she was my greatest friend.
Do you remember me?
Of course. And do you know that yours is the only show I want to watch?
Do you watch us every day?
I watch yours all the time.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that.
I think you're wonderful.
Thank you, Miss
And I can't stand most things on television. They're too noisy.
Yeah. It comes blaring at you in the privacy of your home?
Yes, that's right.
Do you get up and just shut it off and
yes, I do.
Say a few rude words to it once in a while?
Yes, I do.
What is life like for you? How do you keep yourself busy these days?
Well, my dear, I don't do anything.
Now, I cannot believe that you just sit there.
Well, I have a dog.
A game of bridge occasionally?
Oh, every night.
Do you play bridge?
That's my game.
And do the same three ladies play with you?
No, I've got a lot of friends who play bridge. Mm-hmm. And we all go to each other's houses and play. Mm-hmm. I was playing with great big star the other night. What's his name? Never could remember anybody's name. A charming man.
Yeah?
I've forgotten.
Eastwood? Redford?
No.
Dustin Hoffman?
No.
Have you ever seen... Do you go to films ever?
No.
No?
Not
you don't
now.
like them?
Well, I used to love them, darling, but I've got used to everything, you know. I mean, you see, I've been married 4 times.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And
do you have nice memories of those 4 gentlemen?
My wonderful memories of 3.
Oh.
But I have a husband now I don't like, and he's in London.
He's over there.
He's an American, but he's in London.
Ah.
And I haven't seen him for 10 years, and I don't want to.
Right. Well, I mean, but you're not going to end it legally. I mean, there's no point in it.
There's no point. I don't want to marry again. Nobody would want to marry me.
Oh, now see, the whole audience went, oh, you can't be too sure of that.
Oh, I know, I'm sure.
Your last picture was Murder by Death?
Yes.
Well, is that truly the last picture you will make?
No, I was in Policewoman after that.
Ah, see, you announced your retirement and you can't retire, right?
Well, I've never announced anything, darling, because I've always taken everything that comes, you know, and I think it's just part of fate, what you do. Like here tonight, I never dreamt I'd be here.
Oh,
never.
But I've wanted you to come back.
I mean, I've watched your show millions of times, so I never thought I'd be on it.
Well, you were on that first time, and we've waited a long time for you to come back for the second appearance. I thought I said something wrong.
No.
What are the pleasures of being 96?
Well, one pleasure of being 96 and I'm 95 now.
Yes, ma'am.
Quite young.
Then.
One of the things about being old is that instead of when you go to see people, they say, oh, Estelle, you look so awful. They say, my dear, you look wonderful. Mm-hmm. Well, that's rather nice, isn't it? Instead of saying how awful you look.
And do people ever ask you your age? I mean, do they come up and say, how old are you? You say, I'm 95. And then what do they say?
Well, a lot of people don't believe it. They don't believe it. They say you couldn't be, and I say I am. And they say, do you smoke? I said, I smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day.
Do you?
Yes, I do. And I've never stopped. And most of my friends, you know, when they say, you've got to stop smoking, they say, what about Estelle Winwood?
I know. You must have the greatest lungs in the world.
I don't know. I never noticed them.
Do you... Do you feel good, though, most of the time?
Yes, I feel fine, darling, and I feel really do. And I love to play bridge. As long as I know I've got a bridge at night, I'm all right.
Of all the people over the years that you've met and worked with, would probably your fondest memories be Tallulah? God, how I loved her. She did her last appearance with me, you know, Miss Winwood. I almost remember her last ad-lib on the show, and I don't know why. Of course, it was her reading of everything. I mean, it really wasn't a funny statement. Yes, it was. But everybody just roared laughing. And she had a lot of pain in that last year. And she came on the show. She used to come on this show because she said that I never made fun of her. I never laughed at her, I laughed with her. And I did, because, I mean, we played Vegas together, and we really knew each other well. And the ad-lib was, Margaret Truman was on. And, you know, Tallulah Bankhead's father was Speaker of the House. No, not Speaker of the House, he was... Senator Bankhead. Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, so he would have been in the Senate.
Well, you know, Tallulah could make the best speech in the world. She could have been in politics.
Oh, I know. And you listened when she talked.
And she had a wonderful brain.
Yeah.
And do you know that all the lies that have been told about her, I really would like to write a book and tell people how stupid they were about Tallulah.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of writing a book?
Yes, I think of it all the time, but I never do it.
We have to get a co-writer, somebody come in and just dictate, and they sit and they ask you questions like a talk show.
But that's what I'd like.
Yeah, oh, you should. You must have some remarkable...
Because I could tell a lot of things that are terribly interesting, you know.
Do you know what her last ad-lib was on my show? Margaret Truman was sitting there, and Tallulah Bankhead always loved Margaret Truman's father, Harry Truman. She thought he was a great, great man and a great president, and he was. History has written that. And I said to Margaret at one point, Tallulah was sitting here, and I said to Margaret Truman, Margaret, now, we've known you a long time. How old are you now? And Margaret said, I'm 42. And Tallulah said, please, darling, people are eating. I mean, that was... It was such a non sequitur, but that voice of hers came booming out and would shout. Do you ever miss... Were you born in London?
Born in Kent, England.
Do you miss anything about England? Or do you, or have your
yes,
years been...
I miss a lot of things about England, but I don't want to go back. I want to stay here till I die. I've been here for years.
I know.
My dear, years.
What are we missing today? Good manners, taste, style?
I don't know.
What bothers you when you look around?
There's a lot of things that bother me. But that's only because I'm English.
If you had to pinpoint one, do you find people as well-mannered? Does that bother you?
No, everybody I know is well-mannered.
All right. That's fair.
Everybody.
What about any of the movements? Have you always been a liberated woman?
What's that mean?
Oh, God. Free to do what you feel, free to earn a living, free to express yourself, and equality with the men.
I've never even thought about it, darling.
No?
Never even thought about it. I mean, when I get married to somebody and I'm in love with them, like my third husband I married, we went farming together, because I love horses, you know, and I used to ride all the time. And so I said, let's go, if you like to buy a farm, I'll marry you. And so he said, all right, he would. So he bought this farm. It was the Ballantine Brewery Company, the son.
Oh.
Very rich man, but such a darling man, really.
So you were Mrs. Ballantyne?
I was Mrs. Bradley. The Bradleys own the Ballantines. And so we went to New Zealand farming. And of course, when we got to New Zealand, I thought it was the dreariest looking place I'd ever seen. So I said to Dutch Bradley, I said, Dutch, let's get some horses. So he said to a policeman, he said, we want to buy some horses. Where are they? The policeman said, oh, he said, in this country, one horse is so astonished when it seats another. So then he said, if you want horses, you must go up the hills where the Waris are, and they've got a lot. So he went up, he bought 6 horses.
Isn't that
And we used to ride these horses to have a good time, but he was a drunkard, darling, and he died of drink in New Zealand.
My, I'm sorry.
But he was the most charming man.
But you couldn't stop him from drinking?
I couldn't. I tried my best. And I did everything I could, and he said, no, I'll never touch another drop, never touch another drop. And then, you know, a week later, he'd be dead drunk again.
Oh, my. Well, of course, he owned one of the great breweries in the world.
Yes, that's
right. He's probably in there testing the product all the time.
But he was a great man, this man.
Oh, that is good.
He really was a lovely man.
Did you ever marry an actor?
The first man I ever married was an actor. I was about 18, I married him. And I don't know what happened. We got sort of parted somehow or other.
That's probably difficult. Two people in the field like that.
Yes. Have you ever heard of an actor called Edmund Gwenn?
Oh, my word. Miracle on 34th Street?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well, I married his brother called Arthur Chesney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was my first husband. And he was very, very entertaining, very nice, but he was flippant and a flirt, you know, flirted around. But that's all right, so did I.
Oh, well. Is that what they call today an open marriage?
No, it wasn't an open marriage.
Oh, you were just flirting when you weren't supposed to be?
Yes. Behind his back.
What's your best picture, Miss Winwood?
That I've done?
In your eyes?
Picture? Have I done a picture?
Oh, yes, the Swan. I just listed Alive and Kicking, Murder by Death.
I like that picture I did with that star, what's his name, funny man.
Did he play bridge with you the other night?
No. you know who I mean. I've forgotten the idea. I'm awfully sorry. My memory's gone.
Well, I would like to think of that one. Do you remember it?
What was the...
He's very well known. He's still on.
Oh, a comedian.
Yes, oldish man.
God, it wasn't me, was it, Miss Winwood? No.
I'd never call you an oldish man.
Aren't you nice? We'll be right back. Estelle Winwood and Pat O'Brien. Backstage, that was Burt Lancaster you played bridge with the other night.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a nice-looking man.
Yeah, handsome.
I can always fall for a man.
Is he a good bridge player, too?
Yes, awfully good.
Do you play for money?
Yes.
Big stakes?
No, we don't. We have poor stakes, but it's you win $1 or $1.60 or $2. Something like that.
Well, that is good. It is a good game, but it takes.
Last game I won $1.60. I felt very pleased. I was the only winner.
It takes intense concentration, though, doesn't it? Bridge. I mean, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know how to bid.
Yes, it's a terribly interesting game, darling.
Right.
It isn't an easy game at all.
Do you talk while you're playing?
No.
Oh no. Do you hate that when somebody starts talking while you're?
Yes, I do. I hate it. We all do. The people I play with.
Do you play at home or at clubs? Or...
Well, a lot of people come to my home and play, and I go to their homes and play, you know, because they like to invite me there. I'm going tomorrow night to a man's house to play. I go nearly every night somewhere, so I'm never dull.
No. Do you always dress up when you go out? You would never go out unless you were absolutely... Would you wear a hat every...
Always wear hats, because I've got a thin head of hair.
My next guest entertained us for many years as the housekeeper on Fred McMurray's television series, My Three Sons, and I'm very pleased he's back with us today. He's very sharp and very bright, and he is William Demarest. Bill? Put you here in the middle, Bill.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
What?
I say you're looking good. You're gonna make me yell at you?
Let me tell you something, Johnny. You know, you hear all these things. I came in here for one reason.
What was that?
You hear on television these fellas saying the last half is the best half and all that, you know?
Yeah.
I come in here, and if I find them, I'll kick them right.
Who's that? Oh. Are you trying to shock Miss Winwood with that kind of conversation?
What do you mean, Cuz? Look, women, they live forever.
Do they?
They got nothing to worry about. Absolutely.
No.
We got a lot of widows at our club. You can't kill them. They live so long.
Well, now that brings up a good point, Bill. Why are women outliving men?
Well, for this reason, they have nothing to worry about. Financially, I'll bet you're loaded with dough.
Well, you won $1.60 at bridge last night.
And don't forget you had 4 husbands. Oh, brother.
Well, I started very young.
What, dear?
She started very young.
First one, I was 18.
Yeah, with the first one. Yeah, I started young with the first one. But
But you outlived.
who the hell says the last half is the best half?
I don't know.
That's what...
Are all of your husbands gone except that one that's in London?
The what?
Gone? You mean dead?
Yes, well,
I don't know. One is, I know.
one is alive and is in London.
One is dead.
Right. How old are you, Bill?
How old?
Yes.
87.
My. See, now that gets a big hand.
All right, look, and I don't know how it happened. I'll guarantee you that.
Really?
Now, you know, when I was a kid, I had a picture around here. You got a picture of me when I was 5 years old?
Yeah, do we have
Where?
a picture of Bill when he's...
What is it?
We'll get it. We'll get
All
it.
right.
They're looking for it.
Well, anyhow...
It's in the archives.
I had long hair then, you know, long
You're
hair.
kidding.
Yes. And
Curls?
curls and anything you want on there was there. And we used to go out in the street. You know, we were 5 years old.
Yeah.
And this gang would look at us, you know, and wonder, what is this, you know, and take us and knock us down and pull our pants off to see if we were a boy or a girl.
Oh,
Well, that's a fact.
I didn't know.
I want to tell you that I got knocked over so many times for them to find that out that I got to be a good fighter.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you got to enjoying it. Were you a tough kid?
You must have been pretty.
You mean with those curls?
Yeah.
No, but
Would you like...
if they didn't know if you were a boy or a girl, you were pretty.
Well, in those days, the boys had long,
The
blonde
long hair.
girls, you see.
We were the first ones in New York. Don't forget, that was 82 years ago. Where the hell is it?
Here it is.
Here it is, right here.
God, what a beauty.
Is that?
Well,
That,
I think that's very pretty, don't you?
You do?
it's a shame Shirley Temple got all those parts.
Darling picture.
That's very pretty.
Think you're kidding?
God.
Darling.
You know, nowadays, if you want to... Those days, I could get a commercial, you know?
Yeah.
But now my agent told me, he says, if you were 9 years old, and he says you could get a commercial. So,
I'll be darned.
yeah.
Well, Bill, what do you think, Bill?
But
What is the secret of your long life?
I don't know.
Do you smoke? Do you drink?
I smoked, and what have I got? You smoked 3 packs a day.
Still does.
Huh?
Still does.
I know it. This is what gets home. I know it. I'm telling you, you can't kill him.
Listen,
The
I
thing is
wasn't
this.
Well,
I tell you, I've never stopped doing anything.
that's right. That's the secret. See, Estelle Winwood says she has never stopped doing anything.
I always do it.
All right.
It's when you stop something you get hit by a truck.
Jeez, I get hit by many of them, I'll tell
Do
you
you?
that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, you know, in World War I,
God.
I was sharpening my bayonet, you know, and at the same time, I'm smoking a cigarette. And then, all of a sudden, I was thinking, well, there's a German sharpening his bayonet to stick at me. And I said, well, when I meet him, I'm not going to be winded. And I snapped the cigarette away. See?
Yeah.
And I didn't smoke all the way through the war until I got out. Then I came back to the States. And then I went in Earl Carroll's sketchbook, not vanities. That was the first one he did. And there were 44 beautiful girls in that. Cuckoo, cuckoo. And that started me smoking again.
See?
Yes, and here, I quit 12 years ago, and I got emphysema.
Gee. Well, you shouldn't have quit.
And I only smoked 1 pack a day, and she can smoke 3 packs a day and breathe like anybody else.
Right.
Not me. I have to go take treatments for it. It takes me 2 hours and a half in the morning, and oh, God love them. There they are. Look at them.
Do you take a drink once in a while?
I had to cut that out. They said it's no good for me. It used to be good for me, but now they say it's no good.
So there's no smoking, no drinking.
No.
Is there anything left?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I want to tell
Waiting
you.
to die.
Oh, stop it, Bill.
I never pay any attention to anything. Except they say I mustn't do this, I mustn't do that. I never take the slightest bit of notice. I do just what I want.
You're right. Because they can't kill you no matter.
Are there any joys in being old?
If they are, I don't know what the hell they are. Somebody said to me, "How's your sex?" I said, "What's that?"
How's your golf?
What the hell are you laughing at? My golf was all right. I played golf yesterday.
Oh, you play golf?
Yeah, sure. Practically every day.
Oh, that's good.
See?
Well, there is something important.
I was playing with Hope the other day. And another thing, when I have my tournament, I usually play with 2 other guys. They can't see as good as I can, you know?
Gee.
And when we play, they say, "There goes the 3 blind mice." Quigley, the fellow that runs our he came out just as we're going to tee off, and he said, "Bill," he says, "can this gentleman play with you?" He says, "He's a new member, and make it a foursome." I said, "Fine." Geez, I figured the last I got a guy that can see a ball. See? So I tee off, and I turned to my friend Earl, and I said, "You see where my ball went?" He says, "No." And I said, "Davey, you see where my ball went?" He says, "No." So the guy that joined us, I said, "You see where my ball went?" He says, "What?"
We'll be right back. Bill Demarest is here. It's time that we have to say goodbye to Miss Winwood, but always with our thanks for coming on here and sharing her thoughts and her life with us. 96 more years to you,
Yes,
Miss
I'll
Winwood.
see you in another 90 years.
All right. Estelle Winwood.